After months of waiting, we finally got Super Mario Odyssey. The reviews, through the roof. High praise. 10s out of 10s, one of the best games of the year, which is normal for Mario. So of course, instead of waiting for the game to come out in stores, I pre-ordered it and got it day one in the mail. Waited until night to play it, sat down. After about 2 hours, I'm like, reminds me of Mario 64, a game I didn't love. It has a slow pace with nothing really driving it other than saving Princess Peach. I got kind of bored. So then I'm like, let me put on that Sonic demo. And then I'm like, oh, here we go. My kind of game. Look at the speed, fast paced, frantic, high energy. The series that began my love for spastic gaming when I was a teenager. And I streamed this online, and even the person watching me play realized that I enjoyed playing Sonic Forces more than I played the actual Game of the Year. And we could be honest, Mario is probably going to get Game of the Year, or at least top 3. And this game, Sonic Forces, this demo, about a minute worth of gameplay, and you look on YouTube, a lot of the reviews say that it's a bad demo. And I'm willing to bet that the score is going to be around 8 when it's finally released. But like Sonic Mania, it's probably going to be one of my favorite games of the year. And yet I realized that I like Sonic Forces more than Super Mario Odyssey. I just did. I'm not saying Super Mario Odyssey is overrated. I played the game a little bit more since the first time I played it on its release day. But it's not wowing me. Now, admittedly, I've been a Sonic fan since Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And the first Mario game I played was Super Mario World back on the SNES. In fact, Super Mario World was the first video game I've ever really played at home. My first console was a Super Nintendo. Super Mario World was the first game I ever played. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, the second game I ever played. Mystical Ninja, Street Fighter 2. I began gaming on a Nintendo system. My second console was the Sega Genesis, with Sonic the Hedgehog, with Madden, and what was the other game I played? Streets of Rage on the Sega Genesis. Those were like my first games on that console. As a teen, I had enough money to buy a console that I wanted. I wanted the Sega Saturn, but I couldn't find one in my local area. Instead, I settled for a Nintendo 64. The only game I had in that system was Mario 64, and I don't even remember beating it. I don't even know what I did with the thing. Who knows? I like Donkey Kong and Ocarina of Time much better anyway. I had a few more games for the 64, but eventually I got a job. And at the end of the year, for Christmas, I bought myself a Sega Dreamcast. The first game I bought, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because I was a big arcade gamer. The second game I bought for that system, Sonic Adventure. If you go by popular opinion, user scores, and critic scores, Super Mario 64 is one of the best games of all time. And it probably earned it. I think it did. Sonic Adventure is flawed. You have to play some of the extra characters, and I freaking loved it. I loved that final battle of Perfect Chaos. I love playing on my Dreamcast. I loved everything about it. The soundtrack was amazing. I thought Tails was cool. Playing with Sonic and Tails in 3D. Oh, I gotta play that again. Then I bought Sonic Adventure 2 a few years later. Classic for me. I like Rouge, I like Shadow, but the soundtrack was good, a really good plot again. Whereas Mario plots, I don't even remember. I actually bought Super Mario Sunshine and I liked it. I also like Luigi Mansion too. But for me, pure Super Mario by himself just never really does it for me. And after that, Sonic the Hedgehog fell off for me. I bought Sonic the Hedgehog 06 on release day. Game was garbage. But I completed it 100%, or at least all the stories. I bought Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Heroes. I did not like either game, and after that, I just stopped buying Sonic the Hedgehog games. Well, Mario had Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2, also some great games. I own both a Wii and a Wii U, and I didn't even buy them. There's just something about Mario, and I noticed it in Mario Odyssey. It's a slow pace, and the music is not that interesting. And the platforming, even though it's well made, I've noticed I don't find Mario games that hard. And you go online and you normally see like a battle between people that find a certain Mario game kind of difficult, other people that would just go out and say, no, Mario game is kind of easy. Like I've died a few times in Mario Odyssey, but it's nothing difficult. Like I missed the jump and I died. That's not really hard. I just missed the jump in 3D platform. I jumped from one floaty box to another floaty box. It's not like it's Metal Slug or something else like that. Yet the thing about Sonic is, once you memorize the levels, they're not that hard either. But you have that gotta go fast mentality to it. If you take your time in a Sonic level, yes, you can learn it. And like a racing game, you can learn where the enemies are. But it's that speed element. You always want to go faster. And that's, to me, adds a layer of difficulty to a Sonic game. Especially in the older ones where he runs faster than the game can process. You don't know what's coming next. You don't know what you're going to run into. Just to me, much more exciting, more fun. Even though I know that Sonic has lost a lot of respect as one of the top gaming franchises in the industry. Yet here I am, more excited for Sonic Forces. I'm probably going to pre-order this game too. It looks like it's combining old school Sonic, 3D Sonic, and a creative play, which is always up my alley. I like the music in the demo more than anything I've heard from Super Mario Odyssey, and I'm kind of tired of that stupid song they play. You know, the one from the trailer and the commercials where they dancing in the street, and I can't stand it. Stop it. And yet here I stand, and I know Sonic Forces has no hype behind it. People are surprised that Sonic Mania was even good. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog fans are going to be hyped for it, and people on the Switch can use the new game, especially a classic franchise like Sonic the Hedgehog. But compared to the hype we're seeing for Super Mario Odyssey, no, we're going to see nothing like that again for any other game this year. I'm willing to bet. And yet here we all look at Super Mario Odyssey, one of the best rated games of all time. It may even beat up Breath of the Wild for Game of the Year. And I have to honestly say, nah, I like Sonic Forces more just from that little bit I got from the demo. Did Sega lose to Nintendo a long time ago? Yeah, it's over. Right now, Nintendo's like a former champion about to reclaim its throne. It's looking good right now. Nintendo Switch, the games. Next year looks promising. Metroid, Pokemon, Kirby, another Donkey Kong someday. Smash Brothers is going to hit. Hopefully Animal Crossing in the future. Nintendo's like one of the few old Japanese companies that have yet to abandon so many of their old classic franchises. I also grew up a big Capcom fan, and Capcom is starting to slowly die too. Not like Sega did back in the day, but they're going down. So many Sega classics you don't see anymore. Shinobi, Toe Jam and Earl, Streets of Rage, where has that been? Ultimate Beast, Golden. Fans should start online too. It's still not coming to the Americas. What's going on here? Shining Force, my favorite JRPG. Done. Their Virtua series of games. Still waiting for Virtua Tennis to come back. What's going on, Sega? Or even Virtua Cop. Sega has so many games. But all we've gotten so far for the past few years is, in my opinion, a few okay, not even okay. I think bad Sonic games. I know the hardcore probably like them, but I don't think they're passable. And no one near what Nintendo's been doing with Mario. Every once in a while, Sega may drop a Sonic gem, but they don't have the consistency that Nintendo has with Mario. Hopefully, between Sonic Mania and what I think Sonic Forces, which probably might be a good game, you can probably get Sega back on top to at least have Sonic in a good position. But as of now, to try to compare Sonic to Mario, even I wouldn't do that. Mario is clearly on top and clearly even better. But I like Sonic more. It's just something about his games. Something that Mario doesn't have. Lots of excitement, action, adventure. Yeah, you can say Mario's an adventure game, but it's just so slow. And the music is so subdued. It kind of bores me, to be honest. And from my point of view, I don't think the hype is worth it. It's just another good Mario game. I guess more people like this style than the style I like. Whereas I thought Breath of the Wild took the Zelda formula and got rid of a lot of things and added a whole lot new stuff to it. Mario, this feels like a throwback. It looks open world when you look at it, but it's not really open world. They're just really good design levels. It looks bigger than it actually is. So in conclusion, this is not another Mario's overrated video. I think it's overhyped. It's more of a Sega fanboy video. There's not much in this game that's going to keep me excited to want to come back and play it some more. If more games come out for the Switch, I see this getting lost in my library. But Sonic, oh, I can't wait. I'm about to pre-order this right now. If you enjoyed my video, just know I'm probably making more gaming videos, talking about subjects and topics in the gaming industry. More of the ranting and raving variety. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast, Sonic Team fans are always welcome here. So until next time. Peace out.